Do you see this?
Hello lovely people and welcome to London Diaries with Shikha. So today's video is a video that I am super excited about because it is about these two new products that I got from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Soft Glam palette and here is the very talked about AmRezy Anastasia Beverly Hills collaboration highlighter. So if you're curious to see me in action with these two products and find out my views, then please keep on watching. Alright, so let's get into the basics first. These two products were launched on 14th of Feb. I placed my order on Anastasia Beverly Hills UK website the moment it went live, just because I didn't want to be caught up in any drama of out of stock and all that. I received my delivery around 20th or 21st of Feb, so it took good 6-7 days for the order to be delivered. I did have some issues ordering. When I first placed my order, it said it didn't go through, so I have to try again. I tried it again and then both the orders actually went through, so I had to return one, but that's not too much of an issue. I guess it was just a glitch on their website. Now let's talk about the Soft Glam palette first. It retails for £43 and it's made up of 14 essential shades. So this is what the website says: featuring 14 essential shades, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam eyeshadow palette is the perfect collection of easy to blend full pigment shadows with a long-lasting formula. This palette is complete with bronze metallics and iridescent finishes, ideal for a nighttime look, and neutral mattes for daytime. Okay, and then they list on to say the shade names. Now, here is how this is packaged. So this is like a mustardy brownish color that this is packaged in. So you have the shades that are contained in here on the back, and then of course you have all the ingredients. If you are curious, this information is also available on their website. You open this up and this is like the standard Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Like Modern Renaissance palette was like this one as well, and the other palettes that she's released, Subculture, Prism palette, they're all in this format as well, that you have this velvety cover which goes with the box, and then inside you have your shades. So there's a protector here, and then you have like a decent sized mirror. You have all these shades over here, so there is a good mix of mattes and metallics, and then you get this brush as well with this. Okay, so in this palette you get roughly 9 mattes and 5 metallics. Okay, I'll just insert a swatch clip for these shades for your reference, and let's just get straight into the eye look. Okay, so let's get started. My eyes are primed and I've set them as well, and we're going to jump straight into the palette and start building up the crease. Now, there are some amazing looking shades in the palette. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with burnt orange, and then I'm going to build it up with sienna, and let's get going with this. Take sienna and start deepening up the crease. You'll notice there's some kind of like fallout happening in the shade sienna especially, and there's a bit of fallout in burnt orange as well, but that's fine. It's not like the biggest of issues for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the shade Mulberry, this shade over here, and again deepen up the outer V, so gently down. I'm going to take this shade Dusty Rose and I'm going to use it all over my lid using a flat shader brush. Now I'm going to jump into the glittery shades. So I'm going to use Rose Pink in like the inner corner and take it a little bit towards the middle of the eyelid, and then in the middle of the eyelid I'm going to use this shade over here, which is Sultry. Just for the sake of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the brush that's come with the palette, and actually it's a two-sided brush, so you have this side and then you have this side, and I'm going to jump into the shade Noir, which is this black over here, and I'm just going to gently deepen up the crease. Impressed with the glitter eyeshadows in here because you can hardly see them on my eyelids. So what I'm going to do is wet my brush with MAC Fix Plus and then see if there is any more improvement. It should help, so let's just try it. Back into Mulberry and blend out all the shades in the crease again so everything looks nice and seamless together. I'm going to use liquid eyeliner from Glam. I'm using Better Than Sex mascara. L'Oreal Full Slash Sculpt mascara. Alright guys, so that was the eye look complete, and now let's just talk about what are my first impressions of this eyeshadow palette. Do you necessarily need this, or is this something you can get away with? Now this eyeshadow palette has matte colors, and the mattes are super pigmented. So as you can see on my eyes right now, everything is really nicely blended out. Everything is really, you know, I was using like a very tiny bit of product and it's just done like an amazing eye look for me. So the mattes are superb, the ones I tried out, because there are some mattes I haven't tried out yet. But hopefully I'll do like another video using the same eyeshadow palette and create a different look maybe, and in that I can try the other colors that I haven't tried today. So as far as the mattes that I've used today are concerned, they were super pigmented, easy to blend as long as you make sure you pick up small amount of product. But that's the case with any eyeshadow. If you're going to pick up a lot of product on a brush in one go, that's going to be much harder to blend compared to if you pick up like small amount of product and then blend it and then keep building it up. Guys, let's just clarify the fallout first, okay? There is definite fallout in this palette, so if you're expecting that there is going to be no fallout, this is not what you should expect with the palette. I think probably the fallout is same as like the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm not really too fussed about it because personally I always start my eye makeup first before I move on to my face makeup, so even if there's a fallout I can always clean it. I would recommend the same to you as well, so there is no issue of product falling off on your foundation or stuff like that. So that's the fallout discussed, and now let's talk about the kind of what I don't like about this palette, which is the glittery shades are not so pigmented, or they're not so visibly apparent on your eyelid, at least not on my eyelids. The fix around that was to use MAC Fix Plus. When in the clip, as you noticed, when I used it without MAC Fix Plus, they were not really coming across, they were not really showing off. But when I used it with MAC Fix Plus, you could definitely see them. So, okay, for me, this is a palette that I'm going to love. So I am very happy that I spent this money to get this palette, because I know I'm going to be able to get a lot of use out of it, because these shades are actually quite wearable on day-to-day time as well as you can create like a lot of different looks. I will try and do another video where I create maybe a different look, because today's look is like quite pinkyish, so I'll try and do a bit more different shades in here and come up with a different look. Do you absolutely need to go and buy this palette right now? Probably not, but it is definitely a good palette to have. This is their spring summer launch. I am not sure if this is limited edition, and it does not say on the website if it's limited edition, so perhaps this is something that is going to stay and you can get more use out of it. So if you are not too concerned about the fallout, then yes, do go get it. Okay, so I was saving the best for last, not because out of these two products I prefer this one more, but just because I'm obsessed with highlighters. So yes, let's talk about Anastasia Beverly Hills AmRezy collaboration highlighter. Okay, so this is how it's packaged, which is really cute as far as I'm concerned, and this box seems way more velvety than this one. So obviously that makes sense, because this is a special collaboration and you would expect the packaging to be a little bit more glam. Now let's just first read what AmRezy said about this highlighter. She said, "I live for the perfect glow. It's a constant focus in my makeup routine. I'm always looking for the most luminous glow with a natural second skin finish. This collaboration with ABH brings my highlighter dreams to life, and I'm so happy to share this sun in a compact with my Resi riders." Okay, I'll be perfectly honest, I had not heard about AmRezy before, but when I got this on my Instagram newsfeed that this kind of collaboration is coming, I did go out and check her Instagram, and like the way it looked on her skin, this highlighter, it just looked flawless, and that moment I knew I need this highlighter in my life. So I went ahead and ordered it, and here it is. This is the box. And here you have it. So it's not really like a plain surface here. It has dips in it, so it gives you like a sand dune effect. But oh my god, can you check out this glow? Okay, let's just quickly read what Anastasia Beverly Hills has to say about this highlighter. Now this one retails for £29. It's cruelty free, which is good to know, and the quantity is 9 grams. I'm not sure if my other highlighters are 9 grams. Maybe they're a bit more. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is definitely limited edition, because it does say on the website the limited edition AmRezy highlighter is an illuminating powder that achieves the perfect glow with the feel of second skin. This ultra smooth formula delivers a radiant finish and reflects a light, brilliant gold. Now let's insert a clip of me using this, and then we'll get to my thoughts about this highlighter. So the moment of truth is here, and let's try out this beautiful looking highlighter and see if it actually on cheeks looks as beautiful as it looks in the pan. Now I've got 2 brushes with me. I've got a fan brush and I've got a normal highlighting brush. Both of them I use regularly for highlighting my cheekbones. So let's do this together. Okay, I think I've captured a lot of product. On this side, let's try with this brush. Okay, I do think I prefer the fan brush. Alright, lovely people, that's the highlighter on my skin. I am loving it. Now, first things first. Okay, so when I swipe my finger in here, there is no fallout. So this is quite creamy, and here you can see it on my finger. It is super pigmented, and if I rub it in, it blends in very nicely in my skin. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a super pigmented highlighter, and it's very smooth. I am loving it. I would highly recommend that you go get your hands on this one, because this is a limited edition product. If you don't want to indulge into soft glam palette right now, fair enough, but if you love highlighters, then please do give it a go. I think this will look good on all skin tones, because this seems to be such a universal shade. And she's like kind of find a balance between like not too much in your face but still like really good. I know there is a lot of noise when any social media blogger teams up with like a makeup brand to come out with a limited edition collaboration, and I totally get that it's really difficult to cut through the noise, but this is a product worth having. I know when I had started out, actually not even started out, I was just like getting into makeup, there was a lot of hype about Jaclyn Hill Becca collaboration Champagne Pop. I did get it, and that one is a product, if I was reviewing at that time, I would say yeah, it's nothing special that you need to get your hands on, but this one definitely is. So if you only want to indulge in one of these two products, I'd say go for this one, as you can never go wrong with a highlighter, and we can never have too many highlighters as well. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, then please do leave them in the comment section down below, and until next time, please keep smiling. You know, okay, gosh, what am I doing?
So it's like kind of like a seed brown. It's kind of like packet. It's like this. The color is, oh my god.
Why?